So I would like start something, I wouldn't finish it, and then I'd move on to the next thing, and I wouldn't finish that.
What I was wondering, I read you had a writer's block some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn from that?
I don't. I've been asked this before too, because it's obviously something that was a part of this process, but I don't really know what I learned. I guess I just learned that you can get through it, really. And basically, I think that what I learned is if you're having a kind of a writer's block, that if you kind of go for, I guess, some kind of new inspiration or some kind of new influence or new thing to happen for you, that it can kind of spark things out for you, I guess. Meaning, you know, to break away from normal things, to kind of bring in new inspiration for you, you know, just to break away from your, you know, everyday monotony or your comfortableness of creating, I guess, to kind of get something else.
Because was it the result of a period that you had before that, maybe that you were too much in a routine of things, or?
Yeah, I think that I just had too much going on. I feel like I just had too much at home, like just at in my hometown, being there and having just too much kind of normal everyday life distraction, happening, just, whether it's like my friend calling me to, do this, or to go out to eat, or just whatever, just all these kinds of things. I think that kind of lent itself to kind of just get in the way of me kind of being creative, I guess. And then also, I mean, mostly I just couldn't finish a single song. I could start writing ideas for songs, and in turn, it kind of made me, come up with like way too many ideas. I couldn't finish one thing, so I would like start something, I wouldn't finish it, and then I'd move on to the next thing, and I wouldn't finish that. So then, it kind of like, just kind of had a
How long was this period that you had unfinished things?
Probably for like a year or so. So, but in that time I had other stuff going on. Like I got married, and I got, that was a lot of stuff. I went on a honeymoon, I did some traveling and stuff like that. So there was, it was a pretty long process, but I think that had I, become more focused and got, just revisited everything, I probably would have, been through it a little bit quicker. Which
parts, important things maybe for you in your life did you put aside and still are aside now that you will maybe?
I don't know. I don't know what I've really put aside, I mean, it's obvious that, when you start kind of traveling and touring, you're leaving, your loved one behind and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of, you start to become kind of self-absorbed. Not self-absorbed, but like, you're really thinking, it's really easy just to kind of focus on what's going on with you and what you're going to be doing and what you're planning and all that kind of stuff, and kind of, not be, it's kind of a hard balance to kind of, keep the two, give each thing like fair amount of attention.
Because at the time you married, what was the point? At what point in your musical career was that? Was it also peaking at that moment, or about to peak?
Of my career?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
To balance that out.
I don't feel like I hope that I haven't peaked.
Or did it change? I mean, did maybe marrying, did it change the way you were occupied with music?
No, not at all. I mean, my wife knows very much, what it is that I do, and what it is that what is my passion, and that kind of thing. So she's always very supportive, and she knows who I am. That's what she's appreciative of. So she definitely, I have all the room in the world to do what it is I do.